One game of playoff hoops on a Thursday night. The Spurs beat the Thunder and extend the series to 7. We'll get into it all. My name is Saloma Stark,
My name is Levi Jacob.
and this is the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. Levi! We're here. It's game 7. The game 1 was great, and every single game afterwards has been a blowout and so disappointing. And I will just say, before I get your thoughts on why the Thunder keep doing this, and I guess why the Spurs keep doing this as well, is turn the TikTok camera on, or whatever we do for the shorts. This is the best scenario for a Knicks fan. This is the only thing that could have been better was if game 1 was a blowout. It's almost better because I feel like game 1 led to a lot of injuries. So this actually could be the best scenario. Because in games 2, 3, and 5, I truly felt like the Knicks could beat the Spurs. And in games 4 and 6, I really felt like the Knicks could beat the Thunder. And now I'm like, I could beat both of them. The Knicks. The Knicks can beat both of them. And they went 7, so we have so much more rest. Any OG hamstring injury that may or may not have been there should be gone by now. We are humming on all cylinders. We're on an 11-game winning streak, record-breaking point differential, and playing against two, for lack of a better word, inconsistent teams. No matter who you pick, they're inconsistent. That being said, I don't think we're favored against either of them. But I think this was the best scenario that could have happened. Now, let's get your take as a Thunder fan. I would say this probably was Shea's worst game of the season, maybe even last 2 seasons. You could have come out guns blazing. You could have come out and basically done what the Knicks have done every elimination game and just like forced it out and have the game be over in the second or third quarter. That was not the case. It was one of those you couldn't score and couldn't stop Wemby. Therefore, we have a game 7 in OKC. There ends my 3-minute monologue. Levi, your thoughts.
Well, there's been a lot of discourse as far as what has won games in this series. But it's okay. I'm willing to let everybody know that it's okay that the Thunder lost this game because it's now been officially announced by the NBA that they are allowed to play football on the basketball court. This game was a mirror of game 4 in that the whistle was absolutely insane. It was insane. I don't mind physicality in a series. I don't want you to blow the whistle. I don't want that to be the deciding factor of games. However, there's literally, and I'm going to put it into this video because of how egregious it was. There's footage of Carter Bryant literally like tackling Shea. It was ridiculous. It was actually ridiculous. Wemby also pulled Lou Dort's hair. Like it was so bizarre. It was really a ridiculous game. That being said, I don't want to tell you that the Thunder didn't execute on their defensive plan. The plan was the same as other games, which is in game 1, Wemby had like 28 paint touches or something like that. Throughout the rest of the series, up to this point, he had 25. The Thunder were like, okay, we're just going to deny him ability to go in the paint. He was making jump shots. That's how you want to keep Wemby. If Wemby wants to take jump shots, go for it. They did a good job on that. The guards for San Antonio came to play in this game, and that was the difference maker. They really destroyed them. Dylan Harper was excellent in this game, and the Thunder had a 7-minute drought of not being able to score. Jalen Williams played in this game for 10 minutes. He didn't look great because of I'm sure all the hamstring stuff, but
Minus
man,
18 in 10 minutes played. It's hard
yeah,
to do.
it was really gross. It was terrible to watch.
Shea was 6 for 18, 0 for 5 from 3.
Yeah, he was really this was definitely his worst game. Like his decision making was not great. His ability to usually he's like the go-to scorer. He had some really nice moves sometimes and other times really not.
Lou Dort was
Um
2 for 11, 1 of 9 from 3.
yeah, Kason Wallace had a good game. Uh but that's because he's a dog. He's awesome.
He had 11
The
points. He had a good game for Case on Wallace.
No, also but also defensively he was operating at a very high level. He was taking on the pressure and executing. I really appreciated that because not a lot of the Thunder players did. Like Chet had what 10, 11 or something like that. It, I need more
It
from
was
other people.
a
Jared McCain also, by the way.
I was shocked that the Thunder didn't come to play tonight.
I don't know if I was shocked. I feel like we've seen this before. Again, the physicality piece of it when they're not getting any whistles, even on call. Like I understand, like the people want to say, okay, you get a lot of calls. There's certain calls that happen tonight that it just it wasn't even close.
Can I
It
counter
wasn't
the
even close.
calls
Like it was
thing?
fouls. Sure.
They shot 37% from the field, 25% from 3, and lost by 27. Even if you want to say that every one of those calls went their way, and each one of them was a flagrant one, let's say, and they got 2 free throws in the ball, I don't think it really changes the game. What is your prediction for game 7?
I think the Thunder are gonna win.
Do you want Jalen Williams to play?
Yes, I do. I don't want him to start, but I want him to play.
You want him off the bench.
Yeah, yeah.
And why do you think the Thunder will win?
I think they're the better team. I don't have a worry about that. We've kind of gone back and forth with home games here.
Right, and you both
And
play one. What
no, I think also after they have games like this where the Spurs load up on guys, play out their physicality to the furthest extent, you see the next game there's an effect.
you
Like
think it's
they're
close or a
sluggish. So
blowout?
I think this is gonna be close. I think this one's gonna be close.
Did you think game 6 would be close?
Mm,
I think I've thought
maybe
every game would be close. So I think I've
I
been
think
wrong
maybe internally I
5
said
out of
it.
6 times.
I think maybe internal, maybe like I said that I think it would be close, but I think like internally, like I knew that it was not going to be. This is like a classic, like they did this literally all last year,
Mhm.
so it's how you want, not the outcome you want. But we're here.
What happens to you if they lose tomorrow on Saturday night? Walk me through it. Like,
Um,
what do you tell yourself? You would say like, hey guys, we're a win away, let's run it back, or do you say like the Spurs are better? What do we need to do to be better? Like, what are you? What do you tell yourself? And I'm doing this because I want to see what you actually tell yourself if they lose. Meaning, this is like we're gonna like you're gonna tell me now, but then when you're actually feeling the raw emotion, we're gonna then have a side by side clip of you, what you said you would feel, but then what you're actually feeling. So it's gonna be like an interesting little exercise. So what do you think you're gonna feel if the Thunder lose Game 7?
um, obviously disappointment. It'd be upsetting. Um, I just haven't liked this series at all, and not even from the Thunder's play standpoint. Not like it's really cool to see Wemby with his meteoric rise and all this stuff. I don't level of physicality has not on both sides has not been basketball. Like I don't like that. I don't want to go back to like early Michael Jordan days and the Pistons beating the garbage out of each other. Like that's not basketball to me. I don't like that. Like the finals is going to be much more basketball. You know what I'm saying? And it just bothers me. I don't know. Like it hasn't been fun to watch this series. It just
So
hasn't.
that's what you're gonna leave with if you guys lose Game 7. Like this was a physical series. It wasn't basketball. Let's just run it back. Like what we're
Well,
gonna do next year.
what's the alternative? What we're gonna go trade for Giannis? No, that's a stupid thing to do. To pour all of our chips in, completely deplete the rest
You
of
could
our
trade
luxury
Dort.
tax.
You could trade Lou Dort.
Yeah, you could 100%. And I don't think that that's the difference maker either. I think the problem is more so with the star players. Next year, you're hoping that J-Dub is healthier, that AJ Mitchell is healthier. You have a full healthy roster to be able to play against the Spurs team. Like,
I think I'm gonna go the other way. I actually think the reason they're losing this is because of Lou Dort. Because I think if
okay,
Lou Dort played the way like Champagne plays, however you pronounce his name, the Thunder might have won in 5. Like if Lou Dort could have just been like his shooting percentages are so bad this series. Like if he could just shoot like and Champagne doesn't take a lot of shots. Takes like 8 shots a game, but he like hits like 4 or 5 of them. I feel like if Lou Dort was 5 of 8 every game, it stops the Spurs from going on these runs, and it also gives some much needed help to Shea. And I feel like Lou Dort did that last year.
Yeah.
Like last year, he was a real help to them offensively in the playoffs and definitely the finals. And he just like has disappeared. And I think he's been like I think he's the reason they're losing. Like I'm saying the series, not last night specifically. I just think he plays like a Robert Horry type, and they win.
Yeah. If he hits just a few more shots, I think, yeah, it definitely looks better. That's for sure true. But I think his defense, that's the other piece of it. That's so difficult. Is like his defense is so good. Like Julian Champagne is not the defender that Lou Dort is.
No, I'm talking about offensively.
And yeah, but I'm saying, but that's the reason why you have him in there is because of the defense, and it's difficult. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not against what you're saying in terms of trading him could be an answer to the flow of all of this, but their 3-point shooting just obviously like in their games, their 3-point shooting is better. They win. It's like just throughout the series, very clear, night and day. So when Jared McCain, for example, isn't hitting 3-point shots, that's a problem. But that shouldn't be what your finals hopes hinge on right now. And they wouldn't have been, I think, if J-Dub is around and if AJ Mitchell's around. So because realistically speaking, if Lou Dort isn't hitting shots, J-Dub can just swap into that rotation.
Somebody
So it's difficult.
tweeted that after Game 5, it was such a good tweet. If David Stern was commissioner, he would have vetoed Basketball Reason the Jared McCain trade.
Yeah.
It was just it's such a good tweet. Obviously, it's not as good tonight because he wasn't so good. But like the fact that Thunder basically just got him, like,
Just
is like
ridiculous.
insane. Because like he was
It's like,
awesome last year.
yeah. Yeah. And the games usually have to play. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that was
Um,
the daily
wait, hold on.
basketball.
Most important piece of this.
Most
There was a
important
news.
piece.
Did you see this story that broke last night about Chet?
Oh, that he's a yid.
Yeah.
I
Chet Holmgren
yeah,
is
I
Jewish.
heard Chet's Jewish. Yeah.
Do you think that that's why Wemby wore the tobe, not being a Muslim, to Game 6 because he wants to mark Eid now that he found out that he doesn't want to be any less special than Chet, you know?
Maybe. Honestly, I don't know. I don't. What is mom's Jewish Chet? That's what came out.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't the most random thing you ever heard in your life?
So random. Probably the only
Especially
Jewish
because like I
guy
feel like
named Chet in the world.
but I feel like we would have heard about it. Like,
Yeah, why did it
nope.
come out last night?
Because supposedly last year someone was given an anonymous tip, supposedly something like that there was like a rising NBA star that's Jewish, and they researched into like all these different potential. I'm sure that it's a short list because probably people are like a little bit like racist and they look into only the white people in the NBA. But
But Chet's
um,
white.
no, I know. I'm sure that they thought that like they researched into who this could possibly be, and I'm sure they only looked at the white players. Um, and his grandfather was like a really big Jewish philanthropist and like did like a lot of good stuff, charity, whatever.
Who? Mendel
And
Holmgren?
then something like that. No, I think the last name was Harris.
Okay.
Um, and he's like 2 generations removed from like really religious Jews. It's great. It's a great bit.
Anyway, that was the daily basketball recap in 15 minutes or less. I want to thank you, Levy, for coasting, for producing, for thinking the Thunder lost for reasons that are just not true. I want to thank you, Max, for... Max wants his mic back. I haven't used it once. Ridiculous. Thanks, Mac, for the fake loan. And I want to thank you for listening.